Say hello to the people, Phil.
Yeah, hello.
And welcome back to After the Hype, our review show for games that we play on H.Y.E.P, H-Y-E-P. Have you ever played? Over at twitch.tv/2pennygames every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central, where me and my good buddy Phil here...
That's me.
Show each other a game that the other has never played. My name is Tavin, by the way. And this week, Phil... What did you play this week?
For the past 3 weeks, I've been playing Uncharted 3.
Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Now, it's important to note, you said 3 weeks. It's because we've been splitting our time now on the show between a couple of different games. I've been working my way through Jak 2.
Having a great time.
Having a great time with that. Stay tuned for the After the Hype review for that coming... whenever it comes.
Yeah.
We are taking a little bit of a break.
Spooky season.
For spooky season. It's October. So if you are listening to this live, Tuesday, 8 a.m., come join us over at twitch.tv/2pennygames. We're starting off October with some Until Dawn, some spooky seasons. And I haven't told you this yet, Phil. Nintendo All-Stars Brawl. I'm letting you know now. This is just happening, okay? Nintendo All-Stars Brawl. This is the Super Smash Brothers clone. But with Nintendo characters, you got like Patrick Star, SpongeBob, fucking Invader
Nickelodeon.
Zim.
You're saying Nintendo.
What did I say?
You said Nintendo.
Oh, I meant Nickelodeon.
Several times.
It's a little late. And anyways, Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. We're going to finish the stream off with some of that. Connor's going to come over. It's going to be a great time.
Okay.
Just so we all know.
Just so we cool down from being spooky.
From being spooky, and then we're going to beat each other up as some Nickelodeon characters.
Okay.
Not Nintendo characters. We've done that already. No more of that.
Yes.
Fuck that shit.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just
we love Smash.
We love Smash. Anyways, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. I am a big fan of Uncharted. This was your first time playing it. Some quick stats real quick, because I love my stats. Uncharted 3 initially released November 1st, 2011. Got a 92 on Metacritic, 4 points less than Uncharted 2, and sold over 6 million copies. You know, a little less than Uncharted 2. Just overall, just a little less than Uncharted 2. And Phil,
yeah,
how did you feel about Uncharted 3?
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's pretty good. Fantastic. How are you in comparison with the others? Maybe do you feel?
I think I like the second one the best.
Okay, that's fair. That I think is the general consensus. But there are some people who do like 3 more.
The end was, I mean, anticlimactic is the wrong word. There wasn't like a final boss. There wasn't like a boss fight like there always
Talbot.
was. That wasn't a boss fight.
Nah, it's like a little like QTE thing or whatever. I don't think
it's like you're hanging. All it is you're hanging off a cliff and you shoot him.
Yeah, I'll say personally, I don't think this franchise needs boss fights.
I liked Lazarevich.
All of them do, but I don't think it needs them.
I like Lazarevich.
Lazarevich, I agree. I liked Lazarevich as a boss fight. I think you will like the Uncharted 4 boss fight. It's pretty good.
It's where Sully goes crazy and you have to kill him.
Yeah, man.
You have to put him down.
You got to put him. He's just an old dog, and you just got to put him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I like Uncharted 3. I don't love Uncharted 3. There's a couple of, like, structure things I have issues with. There's a whole fucking level and set piece that adds nothing to the story.
I'd probably go, like, 2-3-1.
2-3-1? That's fair. It just depends on what day you catch me for 3, and then I've got an appreciation for the first game. Like, if I were to look at it objectively, probably the worst in the trilogy.
I don't really like the vehicle sections in that game.
Yeah, I don't either, but for some reason I do like the monster closets, like just a bunch of mobs popping out and you're in a battle arena, whatever. You know, it's just kind of.
I liked it when I like the underground like tomb part of 1.
Yeah.
I like that part.
But we already reviewed that. They can go check that out.
We did talk about that.
But Uncharted 3, yeah. Overall, I think good. Some of the best set pieces in the entire series.
Solid puzzles.
Game. Solid puzzles. I do like of the original 3. I do like the puzzles in this one the best.
Specifically one.
Specifically one.
Yeah, you like the grid.
Yeah,
the grid.
Yeah, I do like the grid with the light puzzle that you have to like see where the symbols line up and then put them on the grid. I do like that puzzle a lot. Are there any ones that stood out to you specifically that you were like, oh, this is cool?
I kind of liked the shadow one, like with like all the
where you find
limbs.
the pieces. That's my least favorite.
I know. That's what you're telling me. I was like, I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, and then there's like some smaller ones. Arrange the knights or find the path and follow the path of the symbols, and all that stuff, which are fine. They're classic Uncharted. Look at the notebook.
I forgot that the knights was this game. I thought that was 2 for some reason.
That's what happens when it takes us 3 weeks to play this game, and we play them back to back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really vibe with a lot of the story choices they make in this game.
A lot of contrivances.
Yeah, I do have a lot of like just like small, like the Talbot runs around the corner and then disappears. Why is he a magic man? And then he's just actually just a dude. He's just some dude. I don't fucking.
He's somehow
get it.
a magic man that you can just shoot in the face.
Yeah, right. And then the spiders. There's just spiders there for some reason.
Spiders everywhere.
Spiders everywhere, and they're just kind of there. I think the whole fire demon stuff is their way of doing the supernatural twist without doing the supernatural twist. So
I
they're
thought
like,
that was kind of cute.
they were like, we didn't do it, or we got you this time. Yeah. It's not the same, but it is the same. You did.
I know, but you were just tripping balls. There's nothing supernatural about it.
Yeah, but it's a cheat. You know, you're not.
I thought it was kind of cheeky. I thought it was kind of.
You're
cheeky and cute.
not doing the twist. You're still doing the twist. You're just ending the twist before the end of the game. You're saying, okay, no more of that. You know?
I mean, it was kind of set up because like they did something to what's his name, the British man, and they made him see things.
British man. Oh, Cutter with the Well, yeah, but that's more like hallucinogenic drug stuff. I mean, arguably, it was all the same because it's the same secret organization, which isn't very well explained, and the same organization from 3,000 years ago or whatever the fuck.
I wasn't retaining any
all
of that.
Like, it doesn't really go anywhere, and it doesn't it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So why is Marlowe after this thing? She plans to rule the world
Brainwash
with poison water, and then why do we have this theme of Nathan being obsessed with finding treasure? Except at the end of the story, he's right. He needs to beat Marlowe to the treasure. Yep. Like that's because otherwise.
Yeah, they spend a lot of the time making it seem like Nathan's like doing the wrong thing.
Like, Nathan, you're going too far. You're doing too much.
But he did the right thing. He saved the world.
Yeah, so it's just like, where were you going with that?
His quest for discovery saved the world.
Yeah, exactly. Where his obsession that put him and all his friends in mortal peril was necessary.
Yeah.
So where were we going with that theme? Like, where does it go? And then it's also like things of like. I get real nitpicky with Uncharted 3 in ways that I don't with the others. There's a moment in not Paris, the other way, Syria, when we're in the castles and stuff,
doing like the tour thing.
Yeah, and they do the tour thing. There's a moment where it's like, "Hey, we're getting fired upon by rockets. Everybody go down this zip line." And then right before Cutter and Nate go down the zip line, Cutter cuts to Nate and like tries to remind the audience that we need to go down the zip line just so that we can get separated from the rest of the group.
Yep.
And it's just like you guys are stretching and reaching for reasons to split us up and create this melodrama that it just doesn't need to be there, man. It's I
think that Uncharted 3 had the strongest opening out of all three of the games. In the bar.
It has the most fun and the most exciting opening. Of the three games, I do like the just the drama of the what the fuck happened of the train, but but they cheat by doing flashbacks and stuff and that. So I do agree with you, but that is a fun section. I do like just the brawl in that bar is a lot of fun.
And then twist, Drake and Sully are dead.
And then they're not. and then again at the end, Sully's dead. Oh no, he's not.
He's not. So. I honestly believed for a second. I was like, okay, so these guys just chose death. I'm just going to go murder them.
Yeah, they had you for a slick second. They
had me in the first half.
Yeah. To be fair, I think they had me too. Where I was like, oh no, they've killed my boy. No, absolutely not.
No,
cool.
We're just tripping balls.
You're just tripping balls off some magic water. Okay, cool. But yeah, and then I like from like a level design and like how exciting it is. I do like the set piece of the boat, but it doesn't justify its existence in the plot.
Yeah,
so it feels like filler.
I hated that battle arena. I hated it.
Yeah, it's also the all of the battle arenas leading up to the boat are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like they're the most frustrating, annoying parts of arguably the entire trilogy.
I liked the escape the flooding boat. I like that.
All of that. Once the flooding and the boat start tipping over, I even like when you're jumping from boat to boat and you're shooting stuff. I like that bit too. It's really just when you're in the ship, the wreckage.
It's like the convoy, but with water, and then you do the convoy again anyway.
But with horse.
I
do like the horse convoy.
I like that one too. Yeah.
I think that Of the trilogy, it's my favorite like convoy segment thing. One taking a hard L, in that. But I think it's it's the Uncharted 2 convoy again, but with a little added element
with
of
a horse.
With a horse, so there's a little more freedom in choosing of paths of where to go.
The Magi from The Mummy. I swear, they based his design off that guy. I swear
they might have. I don't know. I haven't seen the Mummy.
Like down to like the costume. They look very, very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah, Salim.
Could be.
What was the name? Salim. Yeah.
So, I believe it is Salim. Yeah, he's no Tenzin.
No Tenzin.
No Tenzin, man. He's no Tenzin.
Talks too much. Tenzin doesn't talk at all.
Tenzin actually talks quite a bit. You just don't understand him.
I rest my case.
There you go. And then the big one that was in all the marketing and all the stuff, but you didn't know that is the
Hop in the subway.
Oh,
crash in the subway.
The plane. The plane is great.
Oh yeah.
If just short.
Very short.
Very short, but I do like the plane a lot. It's exciting to you get blown out the side, and then you go to like find the fucking thing, and then it's met with
I do like
10 minutes of walking.
I
in
do
sand.
like the we watched Toy Story 2, and you do
the Jeep to the thing. That is cool. It is cool. It is cool. I'd like it. I forgot I made that joke. It was like, you ever seen Toy Story 2? Anyways, but no, I think Uncharted 3. At its best, it does have its best moments in the series.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just the moments in connecting those moments that just fall flat for me.
A lot of the like the low points that are supposed to connect to the higher points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just the builds aren't as
strong as in the
as strong as they are in the second one. We build a lot better in the second one, but if you account for every high point, I do everything high point is better.
So it was before we changed to like instead of just marathoning all the games like at once. Yeah. It was before we had started. We changed to just doing like however long we feel like 3 hours at a time. Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I felt like this game was shorter than the second game. Like
it is short.
A lot.
It is shorter. So
the
first one
felt really, really long.
Yeah,
even though it took us longer time wise to beat the third one. Just because we
split it up. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we did 3 sessions. 2 of them were that third session was real short. That third session was only like an hour. 45 or something like that. First session was about 3 hours.
You're talking about for 2?
For 3.
Oh, for 3.
First session was about 3 hours. Second session was a little over 2, I think. And then we were like, all right, let's stop here because it was right before the plane. Mm-hmm. And then we polished off the plane all the way to the end of the game in about an hour 50 or so. So I think it is shorter than 2. It's got less chapters than 2. Mm-hmm. 2 has 26. 3 has.
I was legitimately
22.
shocked when the game was like, okay, you did it. You got the trophy. You
killed all the bad guys.
I was like, I mean, that makes sense, but it's like, I guess I was expecting more. Like,
just fucking zombie hand pops out of the sand. You got to fight Lazarevich again.
I was gonna do like it's Talbot, but he's a zombie, so he's like a British zombie. It's like a British zombie.
That would honestly make some kind of sense in this game, I think, but also not. Oh
no! Post-credit scene. Marlowe's hand comes out from the quicksand.
It's got the ring on it.
And then she does the Beyonce. If you like, then you should have put a ring on it.
I will say, I like the inclusion of Cutter. I think Cutter's a really great character.
I like Cutter a lot. Yeah,
I did like Cutter. I don't like how the game splits its time with its characters, where first half or so
we have these two characters with us, Chloe and Cutter,
you're hanging with Chloe and Cutter,
then they're gone
to get Elena. You know, whereas in the last game, all the characters hung out and talked to each other.
They were all like, they were all pretty much all together the entire game. Like
for a lot of it, at least.
You start with just Chloe, and then like you meet Elena and the camera guy,
and then it's some Chloe and Elena, and then it's just Elena for a little while, and then Chloe comes back, and then it's Chloe and Elena. You know, and there's some like mix and match and stuff, and it's really cool to see all these characters interact with each other. This one, not so much. You know, I mean, you're with Sully the whole time, which is great because Sully,
criminally underused in the second game.
Absolutely criminally underused in the second game. So it was very nice to have a full adventure with him. It's just, and then I'll say like Chloe's character doesn't go anywhere in this game. Like she's just Chloe there the whole time. I mean, granted, Cutter's doesn't either, but Cutter has to leave the plot for reasons because. Yeah. Oh, and then there's that fucking tarot card that they do for no reason.
And it doesn't get resolved at all.
It doesn't connect to anything. Why do we do this?
I will say,
just because our villains need gimmicks.
Yeah. To be fair, Cutter left the story because he fucking broke his leg.
Okay, sure, whatever. You know, you're just looking for a reason to get this character out so that we
he
can
had to jump from a fucking tower
so we can bring the character everybody loves in. You know.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Oh, everybody loves Elena. Elena's okay.
You don't love Elena?
I like Chloe better.
You like Chloe better?
Yeah.
You would.
Obviously. You're gonna miss this ass.
And I do miss it. I do miss it. Here we go. What if I told you there was a whole game just Chloe?
I know. It's Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy. And what if I told you...
It's not just Chloe, though. It's Chloe and somebody else.
Somebody else. You haven't met that character yet. You will. In time. In time.
You were trying to tell me it's just Chloe, but I know there's another person.
There is another person. Well, I mean, you play as Chloe, though.
I know.
Yeah, you don't play as the other person.
Oh.
The other person's just there. Anyways.
Chloe gets her own Chloe.
She does. She does get her own. Anyways.
It'd be funny if it's a prequel and it's the fucking British guy from the second game. It's the Flynn. Yeah. Flynn.
No, it's not. I'll tell you that right now. But I do like all of the stuff with Elena in this game. I think Emily Hope is the actress for Elena. I think she kills it in this game. And I love the final moments with her and Nate at the end. The whole like, oh, I'm wearing the you're still wearing your ring bit is still is.
I replaced it with something better.
What a line, man! What a line, homie. Smooth with it. And I do think this is an appropriate point in Nathan's arc, even though he doesn't have much of an arc in these first 3 games. I do think this is an appropriate point for him to abandon the
hunt,
the Sir Francis Drake ring, and to abandon the hunt and to get okay.
We're done. Step back.
We've had our adventures. Let's go. Live life now. That's all great and fun.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Uncharted 4.
There you go. A Thief's End. We will get to that eventually, but we're going to take a little break from Uncharted for quite a while. What do you think of gameplay of this game? Mostly the same, but some
pretty
different.
Much the same as 2.
Some smaller tweaks and changes and stuff.
I mean, I appreciate that I was able to throw grenades back. Sometimes it was kind of wonky.
Yeah. I like that. I like that ability too. I don't remember if you could do it in the multiplayer or not back in the day. I want to say no, you couldn't, but I could be wrong in that. I don't remember. But it totally breaks. I think I like it. I appreciate it. It does make you feel cool when you do it, but it totally breaks the game.
Oh, wow.
I think, because it's just like, all right, I'm no longer getting pushed out of my cover. I can now sit in one spot and, pop out, get a few headshots, sit back. If they throw a grenade, I just throw it. I either throw it to the side for safety, or I throw it back at them, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the AI is more aggressive in this game. They'll push you a lot more. Yeah. You were having some trouble with some shotgunners often.
Dude, they were always armored.
They are always armored. Lots of armored dudes. We talked about this in the stream. I hate the big, like, fucking berserker. The ones that you just, like, punch to that. It's the same punching animation. It's boring to me. I can't stand, like, it just slows down every combat arena that those guys take part in.
I really hate the circles a part of combat. I hate that.
The circle's a part of combat.
You grab them. I hate that shit.
Using the circle button as
I just want to roll away.
Let me get away. Grab mechanic, I think, gets in the way more than it helps, or more than it makes anything interesting. Like, I mean, it's really just there for
the first.
It's for flash, is really what it is, to add more visual stimuli to
the only
fist fights.
The only time it really did anything for me was in that opening.
So any moment where it's straight up like, hey, you're just fighting dudes with your fists. Mm-hmm. So like in the markets, I
like the fish market,
Syria or whatever.
Slap them with fish.
Or is that Israel? I forget where the first place you're with Elena. Mm-hmm. And you're slapping them with the fish. Yeah, you got that trophy. Good for you.
I did.
Good for you getting that trophy. It works cool there, and you're pushing dudes up against walls and, fucking them up in there. But whenever it's in a gunfight, it just gets in the way. Mm-hmm. A grenade lands next to you, you're trying to roll away, he grabs the guy instead, and then now you're stuck and you get blown up. Or you're out in the open, you're trying to roll away. Because that's how you evade bullets in Uncharted, is you roll, and then you're stuck in a grabbing animation loop, and it's... Now, I'm with you. It's frustrating. It's annoying. I don't like it when they grab you either. Because then I'm in a stride, I'm hitting my combos, I'm hitting my counters, and then I'm grabbing. And I go, okay, now I gotta mash this button. Oh, a guy walks up, let me hit the counter button real quick, and then go back to mashing this button.
Yep.
And it's just like, I don't feel empowered in the power fantasy game.
Yeah.
So it's all that. You felt it less. I still like in the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, which is what we played. They say they unified the shooting, but Uncharted 3's shooting has always felt stiff to me. Less so in like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just different. It's like it's got like a weird, like, I feel like I'm underwater.
I don't remember it being any different from 2.
It's slightly different, and 2 and 1 are mostly the same, and it's a lot looser. I feel like I don't know how to properly describe it. There's a stiffness to 3 shooting. I feel like I'm underwater when I'm shooting in it. They changed some like how the bullets act and how they affect opponents. Like it just doesn't feel like it has as much impact. It almost feels like the difference between using real weapons and then like using laser weapons in like Mass Effect or something. If that makes any sense, it's just kind of. I don't know. It's weird, and I'm less fond of it. But
interesting.
Maybe just a personal gripe. I think the weapons selection. I don't know if it's any good or I don't know if it's like better or worse. It's just kind of different.
Yeah, just slightly different. There's like a lot of the same. Like, oh, this is the one-shot kill pistol. This is the regular assault rifle you're going to be using. This is the better assault rifle. This is the better regular pistol. This 100%. Is the. I mean, there's.
I do love
names.
that M9. That M9 feels good to use.
Which one is that?
That's the one you get in the desert, the M9. That's the one basically that we use for the last quarter of the game and stuff. So, I do like that. Oh, and then you wander in the desert forever, and then Nathan Drake, who's on death's door, hasn't had water in 3 days, all of a sudden
is in a big
firefight and is cool and running around and doing his Nathan Drake stuff. It's like, come on, man. Like, why are we putting ourselves in this situation?
Maybe?
I don't. What adrenaline do you have? You had 1 night's rest and a glass of water. From the last crazy adventure you had with the boat. It's like this man didn't have any time to rest.
True.
Maybe I'm nitpicking. I don't know. Maybe I care too much. It's Uncharted, though. I care a lot about it.
It is Uncharted.
Phil.
Yeah.
Anything else you got to say? Anything you were like, oh man, I did like this part? Anything bit you were like, fuck this entirely, like, didn't work for me at all? Or
I felt a lot of the... It's more just at the shooting. Like I felt a lot of like my hits weren't hitting.
Hit detection wasn't working so much for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then I just think the overall I feel like in combat the balance is just slightly off. Like it's just not quite there. I mean, granted, it's kind of the way for all of the Uncharted games. It's the way they do their hit detection, like even with Drake, like.
I like some of the stealth stuff in this game.
Oh, there is the jumping on enemies in this one.
Yeah.
That we were severely missing in the last one.
Yeah.
It's still tied to the square button. Mm-hmm. In 4, they make it to where you can just straight up just jump on a dude and fucking clobber him. Which is all fun and good and stuff. I do genuinely think 4 feels the best to play. Okay. Which it should, because it's the most recent game.
It came out like 2 years ago?
2016.
Oh, damn, all right.
Yeah,
I thought it was more recent.
Lost Legacy was 2018? Yeah, that sounds right.
It came out after A Thief's End?
Lost Legacy? Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Lost Legacy was initially supposed to be a DLC.
For 3?
For 4.
Oh.
And then it got too big, so they gave it its own release. It was like $40.
I thought they did Lost Legacy before Thief's End.
No, Thief's End is first.
Well, okay then.
There you go. Now we know. Yeah, I think that'll be about it. You like doing some number scores? I forget what we always forget what we did the last few games.
Yeah, we don't keep track.
I want to say we were 8s for 2.
For 2? Yeah, I'll give this one like a 7.
7? All right, that's fair. What did you give? First one, what was it, like a 6?
I think a 6 probably.
All right, so that all kind of correlates. That all kind of makes sense and stuff. I should just go back and like write them all down and have it somewhere or something. Do like a Microsoft Excel sheet for our scores and shit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the After the Hype review of Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. Overall, fun time.
Fun time.
Good time.
Sorry I yawn so much. Always tired.
We always do this late. It's always after your work night.
I worked a lot today.
It happens, man. It happens. If you're listening to this live, Tuesday, 8 a.m., youtube.com/2pennygamescast. Come join us shortly. Twitch.tv/2pennygames, where we're gonna be doing a little spooky season with October. We're gonna be doing some Until Dawn, and then in the last hour or so after we beat Until Dawn, or I'm assuming we're beating Until Dawn.
I don't know how long it'll take.
I don't either, but I imagine not much longer than 7-8 hours. If we just kind of work our way through it. Anyways, who knows? Come join us. It'll be a fun time. The little spooky season of October. And then we're going to do some Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Try that out. See if it's any good.
That's not any scary.
Fun. Yeah, it'll be a good time. And until next time, Phil, Say goodbye to the people.
Yeah.